Chapter 16. Himsuka, the Parrot. In the city of Oudh there was once a king who had 3 sons. His sons were all well educated, they were intelligent and clever. One day the king called his sons to him in order to test them. He wanted to find out what they thought about punishing people who had done wrong. Suppose, he said, I entrust my honor and my life to a man, but he proves faithless. What punishment should be given to him? The eldest son said, such a man should be beheaded at once. The second son said, I quite agree. Such a man should be put to death. No mercy should be shown to him. The third son was silent. एक बार अवध नगर में एक राजा था। उसके 3 बेटे थे। तीनों बेटे पढ़े लिखे, समझदार और बुद्धिमान थे। एक दिन राजा ने अपने बेटों की परीक्षा लेने की सोची। वह जानना चाहता था कि वे अपराधियों को सजा देने के बारे में क्या सोचते हैं। राजा ने पूछा, अगर कोई ऐसा आदमी हो जिसे मैंने बहुत भरोसे से अपनी जान और इज्जत सौंपी हो, लेकिन वह विश्वासघात कर दे, तो उसे क्या सजा दी जानी चाहिए? बड़ा बेटा बोला, ऐसे आदमी को तुरंत सिर कलम कर देना चाहिए। दूसरा बेटा बोला, मैं सहमत हूँ। ऐसे आदमी को मौत की सजा मिलनी चाहिए। उस पर दया नहीं की जानी चाहिए। तीसरा बेटा चुप रहा। Well, my boy, the king said to him, tell me what you think. Sire, said the prince, it is true that death is the punishment for such crime. But before the man is put to death, it should be proved very clearly that he really is guilty. Do you think, replied the king, that a man who is not guilty would be put to death? Oh yes, replied the prince. It could happen. I shall tell you a story as an example. राजा ने पूछा, बेटा, तुम क्या सोचते हो? तीसरा बेटा बोला, राजन, सच्ची बात है कि ऐसा अपराध करने पर मौत की सजा दी जाती है, लेकिन उससे पहले ये पूरी तरह साबित होना चाहिए कि वह आदमी सच में दोषी है। राजा ने कहा, क्या तुम सोचते हो कि बिना दोष के किसी को मौत की सजा मिल सकती है? राजकुमार बोला, जी हाँ, ऐसा हो सकता है। मैं एक कहानी सुनाता हूँ। The young prince then told the following story. The king of Vidarbh once had a wonderful parrot. The parrot was named Himsuka and he lived in the palace as a pet. Himsuka was very clever. He could talk and he knew many languages. He was also very wise and the king often asked him for advice on important matters. Himsuka was not kept in a cage. He was free to move about as he liked. One morning he flew out of the palace and went to the jungle. There he happened to meet his father. तोता हिमसुखा की कहानी। विदर्भ देश के राजा के पास एक बुद्धिमान तोता था। उसका नाम था हिमसुखा। वह पिंजरे में नहीं रहता था। वो आजादी से उड़ता था। वह कई भाषाएं जानता था और राजा उसे सलाह भी पूछता था। एक दिन वह जंगल गया और वहाँ अपने पिता से मिला। I am so glad to see you, my son, said Himsuka's father. And your mother would like to see you too. Won't you come and spend a few days with us at home? I shall be very glad to come home, answered Himsuka. But first I must get permission from the king. Himsuka flew back to the palace and asked the king to allow him to go and visit his parents. At first the king was not willing to let him go. He was very fond of Himsuka and could not bear to be parted from him. But at last he agreed to let him go. You may go and spend a few days with your parents, said the king, but come back as soon as possible. Oh yes, said Himsuka, I shall be back in 15 days. तोते के पिता ने कहा, बेटा, तुम्हें देखकर बहुत खुशी हुई। तुम्हारी माँ भी तुम्हें देखना चाहती है। क्या तुम कुछ दिन हमारे साथ रहोगे? हिमसुखा बोला, जरूर, लेकिन पहले मुझे राजा से अनुमति लेनी होगी। हिमसुखा राजा के पास गया। राजा पहले तो उदास हो गया क्योंकि वह हिमसुखा को बहुत चाहता था, लेकिन फिर उसने कहा, ठीक है, तुम 15 दिन में लौट आना। Himsuka then went to his father, and away they both flew to their home. Himsuka's mother was very happy to see her beloved son after so many years. Himsuka stayed with his parents for a fortnight and then said to them, "My beloved parents, very happy time with you, but now I have to go. The king is expecting me." The father and mother birds were very sorry that Himsuka had to leave so soon, but they had to let him go as he had promised to return to the king within 15 days. हिमसुखा अपने माता पिता के पास चला गया और 15 दिन उनके साथ रहा। फिर उसने कहा, अब मुझे लौटना होगा, राजा मेरी प्रतीक्षा कर रहा होगा। माता पिता ने उसे विदा किया। We would like to give you something to take to the king as a present, said Himsuka's father. But we do not know what we give you. The father and mother parrots tried hard to think of a suitable present. At last the father parrot said, I know the best gift for the king. There is a tree on a mountain far away. That tree bears the fruit of immortality. The person who eats the fruit will not die. He will always remain young. I shall go and get one of those fruits, and you can give it to the king. The father parrot flew away and after some time came back with the magic fruit, which was golden in color. He gave the fruit to Himsuka to take to the king. तोते के पिता ने सोचा कि राजा को क्या उपहार दें। उन्होंने कहा, एक पहाड़ पर एक पेड़ है जिसमें अमरत्व का फल लगता है। जो उसे खाएगा वह कभी नहीं मरेगा। वह पेड़ से स्वर्ण रंग का फल लाए और हिमसुखा को दिया। फल में जहर। शाम को हिमसुखा फल लेकर लौट रहा था। It was evening when Himsuka set out for the king's palace with the fruit in his beak. Soon the sun set, and there was darkness all around. Himsuka decided to spend the night on a tree, but first he had to find a safe place for his precious gift. That hole, however, was the home of a poisonous snake. When the snake came back, he saw the shining fruit and wanted to see if it was something he could eat. So he took just a little bite. He did not like the taste, so he left it alone. But the fruit became poisonous when the snake bit it. The next morning Himsuka picked up the fruit and went on. He reached the king's palace and presented the fruit of immortality to him. रात होने पर उसने पेड़ पर आराम करने का सोचा और फल को एक गोल बिल में छिपा दिया। लेकिन वह बिल एक जहरीले सांप का घर था। सांप आया, फल देखा, थोड़ा सा काटा और छोड़ दिया। अब फल जहरीला हो गया था। अगले दिन हिमसुखा राजा के पास गया और फल सौंप दिया। The king was so pleased with the magic fruit that he decided to hold a darbar before he ate it. His ministers and members of the royal family were there. The king took up the fruit and was about to eat it. Wait, Your Majesty, said the chief minister. Before you eat this fruit, it would be wise to try it on some animal. If the animal comes to no harm, then you may eat it. That's an excellent idea, said the king. He cut a piece of the fruit and threw it to a crow. The crow ate it and at once died. Your Majesty, said the chief minister, you have had a narrow escape. The fruit is poisonous. It is not the fruit to immortality. Now we know that Himsuka wanted to poison you with this fruit. The king was very angry. He pulled out his sword and killed Himsuka on the spot. राजा बहुत खुश हुआ और दरबार बुलवाया। वह फल खाने ही वाला था कि प्रधानमंत्री बोले, पहले किसी जानवर पर ये फल आजमाकर देख लें। राजा ने एक कौए को फल का टुकड़ा खिलाया। कौआ तुरंत मर गया। राजा गुस्से में आ गया। प्रधानमंत्री बोले, हिमसुखा आपको जहर देना चाहता था। राजा ने गुस्से में आकर हिमसुखा को मार डाला। He then ordered that the poisonous fruit should be taken outside the city and buried in a deep hole. The fruit was buried. Soon its seed began to grow. It grew up into a tree that bore lovely golden fruit. "Those fruits are poisonous," said the king when he heard about the tree. "They are the fruit of death." The king then ordered his men to put a fence round the tree. He also told them to guard the tree so that no one could eat the poisonous fruit. News of the fruit of death spread all over the city. The people were afraid to even go near the tree. Now, there lived an old man and his wife in the city. They were very poor and lived all alone. They lived on charity, but were too old to go out to beg. They often went without food and felt that life had become a burden. So they decided to kill themselves. The best way to die, they thought, would be to eat the fruit of death. फल को शहर से बाहर गाड़ दिया गया। कुछ समय बाद वहाँ एक पेड़ उग आया जिसमें स्वर्ण फल लगते थे। राजा ने आदेश दिया कि कोई उस पेड़ के पास न जाए। ये मृत्यु के फल है। अब शहर में एक बूढ़ा दंपति रहता था। वे बहुत गरीब थे और अक्सर भूखे रहते थे। उन्होंने सोचा, अब जीवन बोझ बन चुका है, क्यों न मृत्यु के फल खाकर मर जाए। One night, the old man went to the tree and crept through the fence without the guard seeing him. He picked the fruits off the tree and took them home. The two ate a fruit each and went to sleep, hoping that they would never wake up. Imagine their surprise when they woke up the next morning. They were alive. And they had become young. They were strong and healthy. The king heard of this miracle and went to see the couple. He was astonished to find that the old man and his wife had become young. He realized that the fruits Himsuka had brought to him really was the fruit of immortality. Now he greatly repented his hasty act of killing his favorite pet. That is why, continued the prince, I say that an accused person be punished only after a thorough inquiry to find out if he really is guilty. The king was so pleased with his third son that he chose him to be the next king of Oudh. वे रात को चुपचाप पेड़ के पास गए और 2 फल लेकर घर आए। वे फल खाकर सो गए, मरने की इच्छा से। लेकिन अगली सुबह उन्होंने देखा, वे जीवित है और अब वे जवान, तंदुरुस्त और शक्तिशाली हो गए थे। राजा को जब ये पता चला तो वह चकित रह गया। उसे बहुत पछतावा हुआ कि उसने अपने प्रिय तोते हिमसुखा को मार डाला था। कहानी से सीख। तीसरे राजकुमार ने कहा, इसीलिए मैं कहता हूँ कि किसी भी अपराधी को सजा देने से पहले ठीक से जांच होनी चाहिए कि वो वास्तव में दोषी है या नहीं। राजा तीसरे बेटे की बुद्धिमानी से बहुत प्रसन्न हुआ और उसे अवध का अगला राजा बना दिया।